and welcome back to the Reaper. So we are in our beloved Sabre again, and today we're going to look at dropping bombs and firing rockets. So bombs first. In fact, let me show you my loadout. So we've got a pair of M117s and 8 rockets total. So first we're going to drop some bombs. Now there are 3 ways I'm aware that you can drop the bombs or aim and drop the bombs. First is standard sight mode. Second is labs mode using the labs panel here. And the third is NPC mode using this panel here. Now, all we're going to show to begin with is the standard sight mode. So we're going to get airborne, find a target, and start setting up. Stand by. Right, so now we're airborne. We're going to start setting up the jet for bombing. So we've got bombs and rockets on the plane at the same time. That's fine. We can just fire away just the bombs on their own. So. Master arming panel here, we want to set sight, camera and radar. So we've got the radar sight engaged. We want to uncage the sight for its use and just trim that out a bit so we don't crash. Next we want to go down to this, our bombs and rocket panel. So we want first auto release or manual release. So there are 2 different ways of doing the drop. So if I were to choose auto, it would automatically release when it detects the radar is at the correct position, or we can do manual release, and because we are silly, we're going to do manual release. Next is the sequence. It's called the Demolition bombs switch, but it really means the sequence. All means it will drop all at once. Off means nothing, safe mode. Left means left first, and right means right first. So we're going to go to all, so we can, so we can drop all at once. Next is the master arm and delay for the bomb. Fuse for the bomb. So that would, middle is safe. Tail only is the tail only fuse, and up here is nose and tail. So that's it set to nose and tail. Next we need to use this, and this is really hard to look at, so I'm going to have to struggle a bit to look around there. This is the aiming mode for the sight. You can have rocket, gun or bomb, so we're obviously going to do bomb. So with all that set up, our radar guided sight here is ready to go on a bombing mission. So stand by as I find something to bomb, or I should say to drop the bomb. We want to use this key here, weapon release. Right, so stand by as I go and find a target. Right, welcome back. I've just found a lovely big juicy target off the nose. There's a ship there that you can see, so I'm going to run in. Now one thing I should say regarding caging and uncaging the sight here, and essentially the radar as well, I like to leave it caged until my final run in, like I'm about to do now, and then uncage it. The reason is, if you have it uncaged and you start doing maneuvers, harsh banking maneuvers, trying to find the target, it tends to upset it. Don't really understand why. If anyone can let me know, that would be very helpful. So I like to get in a dive like this, and ideally I would literally uncage it now, so that everything's I don't have to do any more maneuvering. Right. There is another way around that. There is a way to temporarily disable it by holding the tab key on the keyboard when you are maneuvering hard, but I can't do that. I find it too difficult, so I just like keep it caged till the last minute and then uncage. Right, anyway, let's try and get these bombs on this bloody ship. So it appears to be finding the target. Bit more speed. A little bit closer. All shaky, and how about we'll drop now. Let's see if they go anywhere near the target, shall we? Boom! Got him! A blighter. Right, so that's it. It needs a lot of practice, obviously, and to get it properly accurate, but that's essentially that. So that's the standard sight mode. There is the labs mode using this panel here. I haven't learned that yet. If anyone wants to help me with that, that'd be much appreciated. And the NPC mode here, if anyone wants to help me with that, that'd be much appreciated. Other than that, we're now going to go on to rockets. We've still got them on board, so stand by as I go and try and find a target. Welcome back. So I have located a conveniently placed convoy of lightly armoured vehicles just in front of me. So now we're going to set the rockets up and we're going to do a strafe. So let's go to the rockets panel. First of all, master switch, weapon switch to sight, camera, radar. Then we've got our rockets master arm. We can go at the top single, off is the middle, and auto is what we're going to use. Next is the Jettison. Make sure that's set to off. The fusing. You've got off, delayed fuse, or instant. We're going to go to instant. Off to the sight, the sight selecting gauge here. We want to move this to rockets, and here is our depression, currently set to about 18 mil. I like about 32 mil. Seems to work for most situations. Sorry, I'm struggling to kind of look around the side, so just bear with me a sec. And we can use our mouse wheel there to scroll that to 32 mils of depression. Right, same thing as last time. I'm not going to turn on uncage my gyroscopic radar sight until I'm on my final attack run, so let's go and get on an attack run. Stand by. Again, we're going to fire the weapon with the weapon release button. Right, let's turn in now. We've got our sight caged at the moment, so we can be as aggressive as we like at the moment. We're now pretty much lined up, coming in and lined up. So we can now uncage. It's now safe to uncage our sight because we're not going to do any more major manoeuvring. We also need to think about the angle at which we're diving. It's specified between 20 and 40 degrees. So to get that, we just look out the side of our window, and you can see. Oh God, that's about 30. It's about 25. So if that's 30 there, we're a little bit shallower than that. So we're about 25. So we're just about within limits of that. Also, we've got our rocket set to auto, so we're just going to keep our finger on the weapon release button, and they should all salvo off. So let's give that a go, shall we? Uncage, locate the targets a bit better. We should see this ranging here start to come in once it's within 5,000 feet. There we go, the range is coming in a little bit closer, and oh, you can't tell me that wasn't awesome. Bang on the money, sir. All 6 rockets or whatever that was off. They're only diddly little rockets, but we must have done some damage, surely. I think we got something. Yeah, we got one. That'll have to do. Right, so that is the rockets. I could have fired them single with the if I'd have got single here instead of auto. Remember to only, so as soon as I come off target I should have caged there, because I'll ruin my sight if I wiggle around like that with it uncaged. So remember, uncage only when you're on your final assault, or you can maneuver as long as you keep your finger on the tab key. Simple as that. So I hope you enjoyed that, hope you found that useful, and we'll see you later.